Hello, hello. How's everyone doing out there? YDBT. No, not goddamn. I keep saying YDBT Daily. It's talking shit. The OG show. Goddamn it. I keep saying YDBT Daily because there's four of those shows or three of those shows and one of these. So how you guys doing? Talking shit. Tuesday, 5th of April, 2022. Today we're going to talk a couple of things. I got a bunch of stuff that kind of came up this week and today specifically. If you look at the title basically states fixing manufacturers' parts. And there's also something else that came up. Supposedly, Ford is thinking about ending the manual transmission in a Mustang. And when I heard that, I thought it would make sense. But I'm going to give you a little background as to why I think that might happen, but not necessarily in the United States. I think in the United States, it'll always kind of be like at least some cars will come with a manual. I think Porsche initially did stop making a manual in one of their models for a little bit, and it ended up causing an uproar, like an insane uproar about that. So I want to talk about fixing manufacturers' parts, potentially the Mustang not having a manual option anymore, and finally some tuning stuff, software related. And I don't want to give too much away before I say hi to the people in the chat. And again, I want to give the guy on TikTok a shout out. That dude constantly uploads videos, and either they keep coming this way because I got 62 subscribers one day, then 40, then 20. It's never been under 20 since the homeboy started doing his thing, and I appreciate him cutting up my videos and putting a nice little edit on them. I think he does a really good job. It's basically a fan page, the way I look at it. It's basically a fan page that seems to be working real good. That's why I don't have to do shit, and I don't want to be on that platform because it's full of millennial fucks, actually Gen Zs, that cry, wear satchels, have Starlight headliner, and they're cis males, not straight men. Cis male. The fuck? Straight guy. Fuck me in the asshole. Oh, my cis male asshole. Get the fuck out of here. Or I'm gonna fuck you out. Imagine someone calling Canelo a cis male. Oh my god. Let's say hi to the people here. Okay, so we got the Parts Farm. Hey, by the way, before we get to it, the Parts Farm. Shout out to the Parts Farm. They got themselves a 2020 GT500, and I hope they get Lund tuned. So hit up a Lund, get an RTD or a HP Tuners Engage that isn't married. You should be good to go. Two Auto Solutions. Rami Zaidan, Two Auto Solutions. Follow him at Two Auto Solutions on Instagram. He's always posting shit that's going on in the garage. Thank you guys for paying me a monthly fee so that I can, I don't know, potentially rent out a garage soon. So if you guys are interested in becoming a sponsor, hit me up, give me money, and your banner goes up on the shit, plain and simple. Say hi to the people, go from there. We got Ruben Salazar, bring your wood screws. Good evening, fellow customers. That's such an inside joke that I love, that the ones who know that what the inside customer thing means. The Parts Farm gave me $1 super sticker. Then later on, he gave me $50. Thank you, sir. Bruce Lee, Solo 18GT, TD Carter became a new member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. That really matters. I appreciate that. Alfredo Diaz, Mike Rasovic. The Parts Farm gave me $50. Douglas Gonzalez, the Parts Farm says, gotta send love early and head out, bitchos. Madi 50, good morning. Orlando Chavez, Devil Sloan, Alejandro V, good morning. Who's still clocked in? Obsy, or whatever. Mendoza's Coyote, Colorado. The guy got the tires from. I got Nitto 555 R2s from Colorado's Truck Parts. Got me fast shipping. Great guy. And I actually paid for them, so no freebies there. Selim in the house. A Harley 4-door. Not a Coyote. Sam Bovee. Mike Rasovic again. TJ, Darren, Rodney, Angel, Puerto Rico, Alfredo Diaz, not a Coyote. Again, V7350. Can we have like more people than 3 just chat nonstop about bullshit? Someone said, hi, Tony. Yes, I'm wearing the free Tony shirt from Vinyl Freaks and Company. He sent me a bunch and it was good. 100,000 subs is right around the corner. My ass. But that'd be funny. Congrats on the 60K. No, thank you guys. You guys are the ones that actually give a fuck, watch the show, probably share some stuff, share clips on Instagram, and you guys are more just as much a part of the growth that I am. Probably 2%, and I'm 98%. I do provide the content. Exactly. Jared Wells in the house, Mod Motors, and everyone else. The typical Yinzane Mustang, EPA in the house. How you doing, brother? And pinche 956 a la verga, cuz puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz it's always a favorite here. Okay, so let's start with Ford potentially stop producing manual transmission. I don't think the Mustang is going to get a $20,000 DCT. Thank you, Nick Rogers, for the $10. I don't think the Mustang's a GT is going to get a DCT transmission. Obzi became a member. Thank you, sir. So this is since I've been tuning. I remember when I first got into tuning, 11 to 14 was the main bulk of what we tuned. I got into tuning at the beginning of Gen 2 Mustang, 2015, 2016. So by and large, I want to say 70% of the orders that came in was manual cars. Like the most typical combo I remember was 11 through 14 manual, Boss intake, Boss manifold, JLT, LU47s flex. That was like, I made that tune so many times that I literally saved 2 like master copies on the desktop and just dragged them over and said here, because it was just such a repeating thing. The only thing you'd have to change is gear ratio, tire size, things like that. And then when they upgraded to a boost, then obviously you have to get more involved with the tuning. But it was like a 70 to 30% ratio manual to auto. The FXB7, the 11 to 12 auto, it was what we used. And it was cumbersome. It didn't have select shift. You'd have to lock it on the dyno. You have to send a 4th gear dyno lock tune, do your adjustments, and then undo the dyno lock, which, you know, has to happen in a couple of different places. Then 2015 came around, and that 6R80 was more stout. I don't want to say more stout. I want to just say, for whatever reason, the manual transmission sort of started going away, and it became more 50-50. Initially, it was 70-30 Gen 2 manual to auto. Then it became 50-50. Now, Gen 3 Mustang, it is 80-20. 80-20. It is 10R80 heavy, and most of the people have a 10R80 Mustang. Why? It's going to be a quick car. You have to do minimal work. You're in the game quickly, and I understand the allure. Now, you guys have always gone a little crazy with your demands on the 10R80 stuff, and then you guys start saying, well, I wanted to shift here. I wanted to shift at 8200. Then we started seeing that it would blow past the shift point. And in the last month, there has been a TSB for valve body and a whole bunch of other things. And I was talking to Jake today. He goes, I just don't trust that trans, even if it's right, meaning badass clutches, badass this, badass that. I just don't trust that trans like I trust the 6R80. But 80-20. So I'm sure Ford is seeing this in a, like a spreadsheet. And they're like, wait a minute, we sold 80% of our sales for GTs specifically. Hell, their fleet, let's say just Mustang. Let's just stick with Mustang because obviously that's the only one that comes with the manual option. I think something else does, but I can't think of it top of my head. Not a performance car. Everything is auto. Most EcoBoost are auto because of the turbo, and 10R80 does pretty well. Most of the Gen 3s are auto. So there was rumors that supposedly certain cars in certain other countries, because the S550 platform and maybe the S650 platform will start showing signs of manual transmission being like special order only. Like it'll be nothing but 10R80 Mustangs or whatever transmission is going to be in the up and coming S650. If it's 10R80 like it's currently configured, guys, that transmission, in my opinion, is trash. Absolutely trash. But is that 80-20 due to shortages? No. How can it be due to shortages? How can it be due to shortages? If anything, it'd be the other way around. I think it has to do with what the general public is buying. Americans, by and large, are lazy. If you go to Europe, most of the cars before the year 2000 were all manual. How many people are here, live out of country, Europe, stationed in Germany or Japan or anywhere, and you will get into most cars it having a stick. It's kind of been of a running joke that Americans are the only ones really that have an automatic transmission option, so that when you see a manual, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? It's like an anti-theft device having a manual in your car. So I wonder if we're on S650 coming up, if Ford is going to go, you know what? It doesn't benefit us to offer a manual at all, unless it is special order. Like, meaning, I don't think they're going to automatically at the factory just start pumping out cars that go to dealerships unless they're ordered a certain way with 50-50 manual to auto. I think they're going to give it mostly auto. And that's going to make a lot of people, I don't want to say mad, because I'm a stick guy. I love a stick. The trucks are my 10R80 truck. And if that's what a 10R80 drives like, it is absolute trash. There is nothing refined. Oh, there he is. He snuck his head in. There is nothing refined about that 10R80, in my opinion. It is sloppy. It slips the gears. And if it needs a TSB to fix everything, in my opinion, it's not something that I want in a performance car. I get it. I understand. It's generally quicker and faster in the quarter mile and does really good at roll racing. But I want to enjoy my vehicle, and the manual is the way to go for me. So that's that. Supposedly, there are rumors that Ford is going to potentially make most of their Mustangs auto, especially with the hybrid stuff coming out. I don't know how manual transmission and hybrid stuff is going to work in conjunction with each other. Secondly, fixing manufacturers' parts. So in the last, I want to say 2 or 3 years, Lund Racing is what we call, has a lot of what we call vetted files, meaning the file is fucking on the money, right? So whether, let's say a twin bore throttle body, let's say 11 to 17, hell, 11 to 21, 22 even, twin bore throttle body. If one tune works for 20 of them and then the 21st, 22nd doesn't work, you really should not chase it in the tune, because it just doesn't make sense to chase it in the tune. So we have actually sat there in meetings at Lund Racing and thought, what would the ideal throttle body look like? Jake and I have tested throttle body combos that I am not going to tell you about because you're going to want it. And we have tested them and they've worked great, but we know what an uproar it would cause the tuning people. Because, okay, how many of you think that if Lund Racing makes a throttle body, that only Lund Racing will be able to tune it, because all the other tuners will be salty because it's a Lund Racing throttle body? Oh, it's no good. It's a Lund Racing throttle body. We're not going to tune it. It sucks. Lund Racing designed it. What the fuck did they know? And then when you figure out that other people that make throttle bodies don't know as much as people from Lund Racing about how to design throttle bodies. And after us talking and having some sessions back and forth, we came up with a pretty funky design that we were like, hey, this would work, but the cost, the looks, and a lot of tuners, let's say another tune, let's say we know this throttle body is vetted. We'll even give you the data, right? And another tuner, a rival tuner that hates our guts, is going to say, well, it won't work because it's a Lund Racing throttle body. Well, we'll lose sales because of that. But a lot of people put out throttle bodies before they do any vetting. How do I know that? I've been involved in it. I've literally been involved in the process of messing with a new throttle body design, having it fail multiple times on my personal vehicle, and it's still making it out to market. So then when we say, hey, this throttle body's not working, I would go back to the manufacturer and get a new one. Then they start trying to, well, what's he doing in the tune? Stop that. Stop that. So recently we had something happen. I'm not going to give details because people like to mention my name to the bosses. But there was recently a throttle body issue that came up. And a junior was firm. He stood firm on, it is not the fucking tune. It is not the tune. And I am not going to chase it because it is not the tune. And then, of course, the customer goes somewhere else, lies, like verifiable, lies, and said that another tuner fixed his issue. Meanwhile, the car's not acting like it should because we're hearing it from both parties. And then the person that was having a throttle body issue did a change, messed around with the throttle based on Junior's recommendations, and guess what happened? The throttle body worked exactly like it should. Meaning, Junior knows what a fix is for certain hard parts, and he doesn't chase it in the tune. Whereas everyone else it's a tune issue, slam it shut, check with spark, fuck with the torque tables, da-da-da-da-da. And Junior's like, nope, I'm not doing that, because if all these throttle bodies are made badly, then we have to let the manufacturer know. So I thought there was today, yesterday, and the day before. Actually, this has been going on for 2 weeks. I really appreciated that Junior stood fast with what was going on. He believed that his tune was good, and he was proven right so far. It's still preliminary. But the problem is everyone loves to second guess the tune because they don't want to believe that the parts that they're actually shipping to people are whack or shit. And I was blown away by that because I remember imagine I made a part and I knew it failed and I knew it wasn't vetted and I knew it was potentially going to be a 50 to 60% return rate, and I still put it out in the market. You know what I mean? I would feel terrible. But in this industry, they do that shit. They just say, yeah, theoretically it should work. Let the tuners figure it out. Now, this is why I love vetted parts. This is why I love the PMAS cold air intake. 11 to 14 PMAS MAF curve is the same as a 15 to 17 PMAS MAF curve, is the same as a Cobra Jet PMAS MAF curve, is the same as a PMAS Fender Well MAF. All the same repeatable tune. So when people ask me, Alex, what do you recommend? I recommend the part that has insane repeatability, like injectors, FIC 1000Hs, 1440s, repeatable as fuck. ID 1000s, 1050s, 1300s, 1700s, repeatable as fuck. So that at least I can say it ain't the tune because the parts are super vetted. But it's really difficult lately to have conversations with people that aren't tuners, and they're asking things about the tune. Like, okay, let me ask you guys a question. And this is a yes/no answer. Just type in yes or no. If I go to the fuel, the pump and pump 85% ethanol from the pump, I test it. I go, it's 85% ethanol, put it in the car. Then I say, let me get race ethanol that is 85%. Do I have to change the tune? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do I have to change a tune from pump E85 to race E85? Gordon, Bossman, X-Tank, exactly. Zach Anderson, Macho Matt. Anyone else? Anyone else? I'm waiting. I want to get a bunch of answers up there. Mike says no. Steve Gardner says no. Frederick says it's race car. I'll wait. Negative says Jimmy Jams. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, so most of you say no. Do you know to this day, people that race, people that build cars, shops, still ask the same question? Hey, I got an E85 tune. I'm going to put ethanol 1R. That's 85% ethanol. Do I need to change the tune? Now, some people would say, oh, you got to run it richer because it has a higher oxygen. Shut up, bro. It's going to trim out. If you got to do anything, it's going to be a percentage so small that it's not even fucking worth it doing it in the tune. But 85% is 85% generally. Now, the only fuel that I saw that like to be run richer was FTW Purple. I don't know why. That motherfucker loved to be run rich. Even though it's an 8-something stoic, it loved to be run rich, based on my experience anyway. When I ran it leaner, it burned up motors. But when you ran it on the richer side, it was super happy. Not even for E90 Pro Ignite Red. But to this day, guys, the same question from the same people. Hey, I'm going to go from 85% ethanol from the pump to 85% ethanol from a pail. Do I need a tune change? Why would you need a tune change? Why would you need a tune change? Now, I'm specifically talking Ford. Maybe you Chevy guys need to do something. Maybe you Fiesta guys need to do something. Maybe you Audi guys need to do something. But generally, you don't have to do that much. So the vetting gets, sometimes repetitive. So we have to remind people that if it's a combo that's super vetted and super done, and a throttle body tune that's super vetted and super done, and a fuel and the first thing you should do is look over your install. Today, 661 Coyote, 661 Racing, whatever the fuck his name is. He got on the dyno, made good power on his car, and I said, bro, I would check bank 2 exhaust. I bet you it's leaking. Boom, V-band was loose. Now, if a amateur data logger would have seen bank 1 going lean 15% and bank 2 slammed at 0.98 1.0, they'd go, Alex, you need to add fuel to bank 2. And I said, can you check for an exhaust leak? And he found an exhaust leak. I love that guy. He didn't sit there and say, yo, throw it. Yes, sir. I'll check it over. Found it. V-band was loose. Done. Now, the last thing I want to talk about. Standalones have become a common thing with Fat House Fab and junior and senior going to Motec training. But I'd like to put out a hypothetical question to you guys. The allure. Actually, I'll ask you guys. What's the allure of a standalone? Whether it be Holly, whether it be Mega Squirt, whether it be Motec. Because a lot of GT500 guys specifically, or Gen 3 guys, their ears perk up when they hear that we're fucking with Motec. And they're like, oh my God, I can't wait. And I think to myself, there's no power difference, right? Like, there is no power difference. If I tune a Gen 2 Mustang that has the capability of making 1,000 on the turbo stuff or a Whipple or anything, and if I stuff Motec, Holly, whoever on this one, it's not going to make 1 extra horsepower. But they get all up in arms about it. Now, people would say this, well, Alex, I have the ability to change the map on the fly. Well, remember the old Cobb access port for like EcoBoost guys and some Volkswagen guys and all that stuff and GTR guys? They have the I'm not sure, the ability to have a tune fly or have a tune that's in there that has layers, and you're able to select between the tunes. If you had the ability, hypothetically, if you had the ability to do that on a Coyote equipped vehicle, would you ever consider a $5,000 standalone? Now, I understand integrated boost control, boost by gear. I get that. I 100% get that. It's not, I'm not blind to that. But if you had the ability to do like Cobb access port stuff does, and they have the ability, hypothetically, to select between layers. Let's say you had, because you guys have seen some of the videos of the Ford guys where they have a Coyote motor idling, then they flick a switch and it boom, and it reverts to the cam-lope idle tune. Would you guys, if a Coyote setup had that ability, because it doesn't, would you guys think that's good? Would you guys want that? Or do you think it's just a gimmick? Because the Cobb access port has the ability to have, let's say, for instance, you had the ability in Cobb, 4 tunes, pump gas, flex, E85, and a cam lope version. Or let's say you just wanted 3 tunes, pump gas, E85, and E85 cam tune. And you can select between them live, no nothing, no waiting around, just instant, boom, boom, couple of flicks of switches like they do on the GTRs and the Volkswagens. And what would you like? What is that something that would interest you? Like, it would interest a lot of people just to be able to have the cam lope tune selectable via a switch. They would lose their fucking minds. So I wonder why people hype up big time standalones. And I go, tell me what would be, okay, guys, if you had the ability and the money to buy a standalone, what would be the feature that you would love to have the most? Go ahead. Go in the chat. Tell me if it was a standalone or a multi-layer tune like Cobb does. What would be the biggest feature you would use out of each setup? I want the most efficient, proven setup to achieve my goal. I'd buy it, but I know people will fuck their shit up, right? Like, if you have multi-layer tunes in a car and you have E85 in it, I guarantee you'll put a pump gas tune in it and it'll run lean, and you don't know why, because you start flicking buttons like a dumbass. So I can on the fly swap the tunes between my pump E85 and my race gas E85. That's a good one. Very good. I'll stick with my handheld. Takes 3 minutes to flash a tune, and my eBoost 2 controller has the same boost parameters as the Motec. Has $5,000, just not worth it to save 3 minutes. Boost by gear. Okay, I get that, but not really. Like, not really. Like, if you have a good tire and a good suspension, An AMS 2000 can do it by mile an hour. If it costs the same, of course I'd get it. I would not pay more for it. There you go. Flashlight, burble tune. No, just to say a Motec Flex, traction control, and spark cut. Spark cut because you want it to burp and fart. Like spark cut is just burping and farting, guys. Not any quicker. Like if you want spark cut on the shifts, you like burping and farting on a shift, which is gay as shit to me. Boost by gear and an easy on-off lobe tune would be great. Hi Alex, I have a 7. Oh, yeah, I don't care. not weight reduction. I think it's another version of iPhone versus Android debate because spending a few minutes to load a tune isn't as cool as just flipping a switch. So if you had the ability on your N-Gage or your SCT or whatever you got, if you could just hit a button and get the cam lobe tune live, is that something you guys want? Because that's the only reason anyone I would think would want a standalone feature. Like Fat House is very successful, and I asked them, what sells the tuning package for you guys? And he's like, the Ghost Cam. LS guys literally buy a cam just for the chop. They'll lie to you and say it's the performance aspect that they want, but it is the chop. And let's say you're an LS guy and you buy the BTR polluter, the BTR kill the dolphins cam, and you put it in and it doesn't chop, you're going to get mad, aren't you? You're going to get mad, aren't you? Yes, you are, because you thought it was going to sound like every Corvette in Houston at Kroger's and Wolfie's, and it doesn't. And you're going to tell your tuner, make it chop like every other Corvette and Camaro does. I have a standalone on my Grand National for data log, and I don't have to fuck with flashing chips. I understand that. Kylie Jenner says, help me determine what car to buy, a TRD Camry or go with a 2020 SS or a Q50. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, look, Kylie, I don't care. If money is no object for my peasant non-race car, is the variable boost and boost by gear and the traction control that can be programmed, but I have full control of my foot, so no need for that. Doesn't TDN app for RTD device iPhone let you load tunes? It does. Yes, it does, but not multiple, like a Motec or a Cobb access port would. I always get asked, what can I have? OEM, bitch. Cam, got it. If there's anything we have learned is that people will pay for convenience, but price does matter. Interesting. Rick the Ghost Cams, but Rick the Ghost Cams buy real cams. Is he being funny? That Truck Norris cam. They don't make a BTR kill the planet cam. I'll be disappointed. That they should. They really should. I ain't paying a dime for Ghost Cam. Junior went out of his way to make one for my control pack, and it's whack. I keep it on normal. Well, the control pack, it's the control pack. It's not the Ghost Cam itself. It's the control pack. That's the issue. Because not all of them have everything you need to run properly. And if it's a control pack, that means you have it in a car that didn't come with a Coyote. And I bet you the air filter is not shielded properly. It's super. What are you doing? What'd you just eat? Hey, what the hell did you just eat? What are you doing? What is this? I don't think it's food. Here, eat it. Eat it. You licked it. Someone said, sorry about that damn phone, Chuck Norris. Does he know cams on a Coyote don't chop? VCTA is active? Yes. That's my favorite. That Coyote guys that think the Ghost Cam is whack think that if they buy Comp Cam 433-430s, 433-470s, Comp Cam Stage 3 NAs, Comp Cam Stage 3 blower, they think that the Coyote is gonna chop, and then when you put the cams in, and you go, I can't wait to hear my Stage 3 Mustang cams. Here we go. You're like, wait a minute, I bought $1,200 cams and I had $800 to put them in. And then you hear around the corner, what the fuck is that? Stock cams with a Ghost Cam tune. Oh no, we suck again. Where is we suck again? We suck again. We don't know. We suck again.
No.
Oh, $2,000 for a bitch ass idol. Hey Alex, can you do a Ghost Cam on my Stage 3 NAs? No. Stupid ass Verizon is having a hard time keeping up with the live stream. Even the lowest pixel I'll rewatch later, I guess. I have a question for the TDC channel. What was the email for it? ydbtforlife@gmail.com. You're pretty with your mouth, Alex, says Mike. He's about to get booted too because he's just spamming. You're not wrong. I gave up on having my car chopped. Yes, Cuban Coyote had a single turbo. No, he had a Paxton, and then he had an 87 millimeter throttle body out of all things. And then he's like, I got cam stage 2s. I'm like, that bitch ain't gonna chop. And I tried everything I could. Them bitches didn't chop for shit. How does it sound with cams in a Ghost Cam tune? It doesn't. It literally idles like stock, guys. Ghost Cam was my favorite film, says Stang Mode. Ghost was my favorite film, says Stang Mode. Have you seen that clown with a Whipple Gen 3? Dude can't drive for shit, takes naps at the light, and runs 11s with 800 horsepower. Don't know what you're talking about. Alex, your Ghost Cam video explains it clearly, but you got to understand, there are Coyote guys out there that think it's gay to have Ghost Cams. Meanwhile, you go to a car show. Guys, there was an Instagram clip I saw where we are back in the 80s. We are absolutely back in the 80s where flame kits are popular again. That's right, guys. Flame kits are popular again. And I was blown away that I'm like, what year? What? Let me see if I can find the clip. Fuck, it doesn't show. Goddamn, you know how many people text me right at the beginning of the show? Like every fucking show, the beginning of the show, they sent me like 15 fucking things. I can't find it. Fuck it. I think Junior sent me a message. Hot Sauce sent me a message. Car had a misfire. It was a 2-step fucking up. Gotcha. So there you go. 2-step was fucking up. John Jr. sent a message, and some other guy sent me a message. Okay. The flame kits. That's right, guys. Mustang owners are reverting or succumbing or sucking to putting exhaust flame shooting kits on their cars again, man. I thought that shit was over. No, these fucking homos are back at it, burning their back bumper. Bro, Instagram is nothing but cars shooting flames. It's replaced Stance Nation for sure. Adrian, just do the drop-ins. Tita Fitman, louvers, flame kits, jelly shoes, the good old days, right? We are back to louvers. Guys, if you have louvers in your Mustang, you're a fucking homo. I don't know who needs to hear this. If you have louvers in your Mustang, you are a homosexual. Nothing wrong with that. Just means you like to suck dick and get fucked in the ass. That's fine. Louvers on Mustangs, like that shit wasn't cool in the Fox body days. That was maybe cool for some 60s Mustangs. Louvers? Why don't you just put those rear view mirrors that are multi mirrors and angled at a 45-degree angle? You know those mirrors angled at a 45-degree angle that took up the whole width of the inside of the car with your bedazzled headliner, pussy? Like, what are we doing? We're back to that shit. And you wonder why people get out of the car game, because it gets gay. Look, when I was a young lad, 97, 98, 99, this is what it looked like to go to a car meet. Every Fox body had drag lights or Pro Stars. Every Fox body had two-chamber Flowmasters, 1 5/8 headers, whatever. Some were boosted, some were nitrous. Not many turbos back in the day. Every dude had jeans, a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt, and boots. Now, flame shooter kits, satchels, skinny jeans, 2 earrings. When I was growing up, if you had 2 earrings, you sucked dick. When I was growing up, if you had 2 earrings, you suck dick. Now they got blowouts, puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz. Skinny jeans, flame kits, and a satchel. What happened? What happened? Car cultures got overtaken by a bunch of soft ass, jelly arm, can't fucking fill the sleeve on their t-shirt, having ass, maricon motherfuckers. Twisted wedge heads, yes. What bothers me the most are the loud, obnoxious exhaust. It's always about, look at me. E303 Vortec S-Trim chirping. Pull out your radio, because it pulled out. Unlike me. Pull out radio. Protected by Viper. Please stand back. Chirp, chirp. Bitch. You sat there at the meet with your pull-out blog punk pull-out. Then you hear your alarm go, oh, someone's getting near my fucking car. Protected by Viper. Stand back. Oh, the good old days. Now we're a bunch of bitch-ass motherfuckers now. 165 roller rockers. Mike, you're gone. I just, this motherfucker just is spamming. Thank you. Get that motherfucker out. Get the fucking guy out of here. A la verga tuning. CD on the river mirror. Saline whale tails. Cheese grater taillights. Shit. I'm going way back. You remember that? Hammer wheels. Tri-stars on Fox bodies. 10 holes. With a 275 60-15 on it, looking like a basketball, and you think it's doing something? We would make fun of guys with 10-hole wheels. Yes, the 10 holes. And they dared stuff a 60 series 275 back there. And they would swear it had more. It had about this much contact patch because the rest was up in the fucking air. Dumb shit. Oh, man. What's the lightest tire out there? Oh, don't forget the 3-inch or 4-inch cowl hoods. Yes, Turuviate, he remembers. Oh, no, he doesn't remember. He's young. But the weirdest hoods on Fox bodies are the ones that stopped at the cowl. And did you guys remember that the cowl hoods are an induction hood? Yeah, that's right. It's a cowl induction. So people are like, well, I want to get the air out of the... It's not a diffuser. It's not a heat extractor. It was cowl induction. Unreal. 10 holes are popular again. Can't even get them as skinnies. 2 12-inch MTX subs. What's up, Joseph Roberts? Not the 10 hole. How about the turbines? You were that guy that painted your turbine center cap black. You know you were a poor ass bitch if you had BF Goodrich TAs with the white walls out and you painted the center cap black like a bitch. That is today's louver. That is today's flame kit. That is today Altiza's like black center cap turbines was AIDS. Oof. The days of nitrous and S-trim Fox bodies, Alex. Are all pump gears mandatory? I have a boosted Gen 2. No, they're not mandatory. How did the cowl hoods work? I'm too young for this. Oh my God. I remember when Fox bodies would pull the wheels and the taillights would be left on the starting line. My Fairmont flung the rear lenses all the time. Anything over 120 miles an hour, it just created negative pressure back there and it would just suck the shit right out. Turbines was horrible. People like, what are turbines? I'm going to show you. Because when ponies came out, everybody had ponies. But when you were a poor Fox body guy, you literally had Fox body turbine or turbine wheels. That's right. These wheels. And then the guy would paint the center black center cap. Let me see if someone has that. Oh my God, they were so bad images. Come on, someone has to have a black center cap painted turbine or turbine wheel. Oh, come on. Holy shit. Yeah, these wheels were just trash. Then, I think in 91 or 90, they came out with the pony wheels, and forget it. It changed everything, and everyone had ponies in their shit. RX-7 guys were putting turbines on their shit. The plastic louvers are held on by 3 millimeter double 3M double-sided tape. Blows my mind. American Muscle special. Such an 80s wheel. History lesson. Exactly. Those wheels were terrible. Father. Earliest pick I've had, a Dad's 93, had white ponies on it. Imagine that. White ponies, guys. What is it? 25th anniversary Mustang? 25th anniversary Mustang. Some had chrome ponies. And others, no, not the 25th. Was it 30th? 30th? No, not 30th. What the fuck anniversary? Or like the 93 yellow Mustang convertible. They had chrome ponies. Yo, man. Yes. Oh, bro. I mean, the 93 Mustang convertible, that's the only yellow car I would buy because it came with chrome ponies. That bitch was bad, bro. Come on. What's wrong with the stream? This thing is slowing the fuck down. Let's go. Oh, this thing is not responding. It's going to freeze my shit out bad, bad. Oh my God. What's happening? Bear with me, guys. Apparently, Chrome just decided to eat shit. And if it eats shit, I'll come right back. But right now, it's dead. It's like dead, dead. It's not doing it. Oh no. It's just sitting there. It's the beach ball of death, just doing its thing like this. Oh man. Oh my God. Nope. I'm not going to touch it because if I touch it, it will absolutely kick me off and then I won't be able to talk to you guys. Alex, where the fuck? It was the Sprite or 7-Up version, green paint, white top, white interior, white pony wheels. No, they had turbines. Those cars had turbines stock. The 7-Up version Mustangs, I believe, were 1990 Mustangs, and they literally were the ones that came with turbine wheels. I think in 91, 93, I know you said you can see me, but I can't touch the browser because right now it's in that frozen state. That might be an issue. So I'm going to just leave it alone and not touch it because it's literally frozen right now. Fucking frozen. Fuck me. The red interior or white interior on the Fox body was crazy. Yeah, the 7-Up Mustang had turbine wheels. There was a 91 or 93 convertible yellow with chrome ponies. That bitch was bad. Then there was a red convertible, and I believe that one had regular pump, but there was a triple white. That's right. There was a triple white convertible, I believe around the same years, white paint, white interior, and a white top, if I'm not mistaken. And that bitch had white ponies. White ponies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Darren Harper says 7-Up had turbines. I had one. Let me do Control-Alt-Delete, see what happens here because this thing is dying. Task Manager. Let's see if it comes back. Google Chrome. Nope, this thing is not happy. So I am not going to touch it. I want to stay on the stream. And if I lose the stream, guys, I'll come right back. Don't worry, I'll come right back because this thing just froze the fuck up by trying to add a window with a 93 Mustang convertible. Alex, ban me again. Okay, just once I get the computer fix, I'll ban you every single time I see you. I'll ban you again and again and again and again. Control Shift Escape. If I hit Control Shift Escape, I lose the window. So, all right, Control Shift Escape. If I lose you guys, I'll be right back. Control Shift Escape. Let's see what happens. Task Manager, same thing. Yeah, I don't want to end task. If I end task, we say bye-bye. If I end the task, I lose you guys. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to do a Control-Alt-Delete. And if I have to come back on the stream, I'll come back. But damn, I don't want to lose it. If I lose it, I'd have to start another stream. We'll see. All right. Let me see what happens here. Fix it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I hate technology. Okay. I should be back. What a clusterfuck that was. Oh. Come on. There we go. Why is it doing double? Wow, there's 2 streams going. Wow, this thing has 2 streams going. Why is that? Look at that. I'm on there twice. Oh my God. Let me remove this guy. There we go. All right. So let me see if I can share the screen again. Share screen. That's what killed it last time. Chrome tab, yellow Mustang. There we go. God damn it. Okay. So that Mustang, that was a bad bitch. Like that was a bad bitch. Every single time I saw it, I'm like, I'm sorry. And I was 1993. So man, that was I was 93. So I was like 14 years old when this bitch came back. 14 when this bitch came out, bro. Come on. I mean, Carlito, come on. And there was a triple white convertible Fox body. Sorry, guys. This became the old guy chat. Oh my God. Take me back, son. Oh, cocaine white Fox body. Oh, good times. Multiverse Alex. Too much bitch in your search engine. Exactly. Good morning, says Insane Mustang. So, okay. I don't even know how we got on that, but the modern Mustang game to me is slowly dying, and I'm okay with that. I think the last hurrah, in my opinion, because of tuning, is going to be 2022. 23 and 24, it's going to be a clusterfuck. Watch Ford change everything in 2023. Computer, chassis, da, 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 da. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. And you guys are going to wish. Like, some people are still out there buying 21 F-150s asking about tuning. Some people are still asking about tuning turbo kits. We don't have access. And that's a 21 F-150, which came out in 2020. We're already in 22. And in about 3 or 4 months, the 23 model is going to come out. And you still don't have adequate. Oh, but a Whipple one came out. They have special access. They have the kiss of the ring of Ford. We don't. Sorry. So that Mercedes looking Fox body, bro, heavy ass verts. They were heavy verts. Car meets are lame of now. Look, lame as fuck now. I don't go. I don't fuck with anybody. I got invited to a meet one time, and it was just guys just kind of like talking, and like usually we race, right? Like you go to a meet, you hang out, you look, you scope out the crowd, and you race each other. No, now you say, nice purse. Thank you. It's a Merce. Oh, it's a satchel. Are you gay? Oh, yeah, I'm gay too. You want to fuck? Sure. You receiving or you taking it? Want to get sucked off before you? I mean, it's the gayest shit I've ever seen. What is the best year from 50 with a 6R80 and Coyote? The last one, 2017. 2017. It's the last one. The meats around here are 392s with underglow. Yeah, kiss the booty, whole ring of Ford. Right. Like, Ford can give you access. If we had access to that's the name of the game, guys, when it comes to tuning. Access. Having access to all the parameters. Like, I'll give you a hint. Australians don't understand locked tunes. Australians go, hey mate, I want you to tune my car. Okay, good. Here. Hey, I can't adjust it. Yeah, no shit. Because we have access that you don't have. And then let's say you do have the ability to suck off the tune with another program. Hey, I bought a transmission with different gear ratios and my cruise control still doesn't work. Congratulations. The software you're using doesn't have the proper parameters to adjust that. Oh, I feel them. It just doesn't have the proper parameters to adjust that. Well, can you fix it? Sure, we can fix it. It'll be, $600. It's a remote session. Here's the money. Here's the tune. Fixed it. Then they go, how come I can't adjust it? Wait, you want to adjust it? They don't understand the concept of us locking our intellectual property up. They want access to it. And I'm like, that's not how it works, bro. Because what's going to happen if we give you full access to everything we got? You're going to make money on it. 100%. You're going to say, oh, we're the best tuners around. We're the best. Lund sucks. Then you're calling Lund for that exact same tune. It's happened. It's happened. I've seen it happen where people in other countries fancy themselves suck off tuners, and then they can't tune a combination 4-200. And then they say, oh, we're the best tuners around. Lund sucks. Then they order a 4-200 tune. Then they go to suck it off, and they're like, whoa. How am I going to tune it? You're not going to tune it. We're tuning it. Look at me. We're the fucking captains now. The car is now ours. And they're like, I don't want that. I'm like, okay, well, is the car running good? Yup. Is it shifting where it wants? Yup. Is the 4-200 working properly? Yup. So what's the problem? The problem is now they can't sell that tune and make thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. They're mad that they couldn't get a base file for $600 to $1,000 and suck it off and put it on 15 other Saudi, Qatar, Korea, Australia cars. Sorry. I pay for your knowledge, not your tune access, says Gordon Kemmerling. A 1990 Mustang green with gold 100-spoke wheels. I think that was Jesse James. Australia sucks. Everything's expensive. It sucks. Fuck, man. Seeing Frank makes me sad. My dog killed another dog. Had to get rid of him. He thought he was protecting my son. What the fuck is he talking about? Hey, want to open access softwares to make money off of Lund tunes? That's what I mean. Hold on. You won't let me steal your tune? I've had people say, hey, can you open the tune? No. You can, here's a stock tune that's unopened. You can tune the car from scratch however much you want. Yeah, but I really like how your tune drove. I just want access to it so that I can adjust it. Please stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There's people in SI50 pages repping Euro tuners just because they can turn off O2 codes and say they're safe because it's a non-US tune. Boy, they can go ahead and do that. Look, there's been that argument that you can live off site, off the lower 48. Even, let's say if you're stationed in the Cayman Islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, whatever, same shit, or overseas, Germany, wherever there's a Ford plant, I guarantee if you're caught purposely doing some shit, the U.S. has long-reaching tentacles, especially when there's a Democratic administration involved. The moment a Democratic administration is in and they can take money under the guise of saving Gaia, they'll do it. They'll talk to the fucking, I don't know, embassy and say, hey, there's a guy over there. He's sending a bunch of tunes to people in the United States and he's turning off the Row 2s and he's in Germany. Oh, really? Yup. And we popped him for 350 violations and we know where he's at and we need you to get him for us. They'll do it. You know why? Because they'll use leverage against them. Like, hey, we're protecting you, Germany. We're protecting you, NATO. Lund's Tunes, Lund's intellectual property. Have a nice day. It's like you bend over and pull your pants down. That was Kane's Fox from Menace to Society. Isn't that why someone else, I don't even mention the homeboy's name. It's all about power. Fuck them Dems. You can turn off the code, but the monitor would show disabled, and it's a big no-no if you get caught. I don't know what he said, but I don't know if that's a threat or a hello. Is that a threat or is that a hello? I can't copy it. Can I copy it? I can't copy it. Can someone translate that for me? I heard Gaia has big tits. Be careful. They'll send Greta on you. Finally switching to Lund. I don't know why he took so long. Wait on my RTD to come in. Wasn't happy with my Gen 1.6 RD trans tune. If anyone can make it shift, it'll be you guys. Look, 661 Coyote, who's in the chat. Actually, let me check in on him. Let me go on Instagram. Check in on him. Make sure he's good. My boy. He's good. He hasn't said anything. He had an issue with his old car. Within 2 revisions, actually 3 revisions, basically, he took everything that was from his old car and put it on his new car. And within 3 revisions, we were done. So for anyone that thinks that the stuff isn't repeatable, he literally put the same parts on. There was a exhaust leak on one side, bumped the rev limiter, put a dyno lock tune so it locks in 4th gear, put it on a dyno, 3 revisions. The bitch was done because it had the exact same parts, and that thing probably makes north of 800, 900 horsepower. Billionaires in West Palm Beach and Russia, Middle East rule the world. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Translation is crocodile that walks like a man. Could be a guy in the U.S. bouncing off of what? Could be a guy in the U.S. bouncing off of foreign servers. Saw it in a movie once. Was Nicolas Cage in it? He said Lund for the win in his language. Oh, thank you very much, potential spam. I know his issue. He don't drive his car. Cuban, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I think Guadalupe should drive his own car. That's what needs to happen. Because you can't you're basically Will Smith letting Jada get fucked by August. 661 Coyote. So will the tune turn already shift kind of hard? Yep. Should it be smooth in all different drive modes? Nope. It'll shift kind of hard. It's tuned. Nixon Tarpio, what's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. My car, basic bitch Gen 1 with a 2650. Dakota had it done in basically 2 revisions. It said phlegm. Alex, shut up and come here, boy. Oh, I love blocking people. It's the best. Checking the late says Pussy Pounder. The higher horsepower, the more they think they need more revisions. Translation says something about go. Gotta love it. Thank you, Alex. As 50 Steve was wondering. You got it. Cuban Cutter says he's not allowed to race me unless he's behind the wheel. That's what I say. Look, if you have a fast car and someone else is driving it for you, he better be way lighter than you and skinny as fuck. Because if he's not, I don't understand why anyone else is driving your car. Support the canal, bitch. We've installed about 10 flamethrower kits on S550s this year. Please tell me you're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding. Flamethrower kits are popular again. It's literally 1985. Hope you're well, sir. Saw the Fairmont on Saturday. Made me a little sad. Is it looking nasty? Because I'm about to take it out of there. Like, I don't mind it sitting a month, but 3 or 4? No. That boy will come home with me, clean it up, start working on it, put some pedals on it, get it ready. But let me know how it's looking. If it's looking nasty and under trees and looking like shit, I'll come get it this weekend. Shout out to Black Watch. Okay. Lund for the win, says Big Stewie. Shout out to Dakota. Handling my dyno session last Friday. 2 revisions, 1 hour and all done. Gen 1 TVS 85, 725 horse. Time for a built bottom end. That's one. I don't know what he's saying. Those people are the same ones that say my boy's car would gap yours. Oof, he is an 80-pound midget. It ain't worth it. I'll drive my car. Shit, I'm late. Dropping a like. Catch replay later. Quentin Bailey says Alex had a 840 horsepower GTR tune with basically 2 revisions. Yep. A Pro Charge with boosting, 2 revisions. Literally, like there's a limited file, an R1 for fueling and another one for fueling. And I didn't bump up timing. I left timing on the base timing. That bitch made 840 on a hub dyno. And it was done. And I'm like, go drive it, brother. It didn't look nasty. Just sad to see it sitting with no motor or anything in it. That's good because that's over 12 grand in my pocket. So I'm a happy cat. Is the Whipple Twin 68 okay to buy or look elsewhere? Do not ever listen to me. And you can clip it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. The Twin 68 is the worst twin bore throttle body there is in existence, aside from the Twin 72. I'm sorry. It has like a 70 to 80% failure rate. There's a reason the same one keeps getting sold on Facebook Marketplace. And the Twin 72 has a 95% failure rate. And some of them are still kicking around. Do not buy the Twin 68 Whipple throttle body. Do not buy the Twin 72 throttle body that's still kicking around. Do not buy that. CJ65, old school TJ67. The Twin Jet 69 has had its issues. It's got about a 50 or 45% failure rate. And I'm talking me tuning it, not anybody else. Me tuning it with Lund's files. That's why I let my brother drive as another 30 pounds less than me. Wait, so did Bondo win the 500? He hasn't run 10-0 yet. 10R stager or 340 amp relays for a trans brake. I think both work fine. The 6R stager seems to work fine. We have one on our Gray Goose and the Blue Goose. So it seems to work pretty well. Talking Shit Tuesday, thumbs up. Dang, I showed up late. It says Zimbabwe champion. So look, in my opinion, the Twin 68 is not, again, we were talking about vetting or not vetting or fixing manufacturers' parts. Look, in my opinion, I think there have been some throttle bodies, monoblade throttle bodies that have a aluminum blade. And I think those are good but the problem with the aluminum blade is that it expands pretty quickly around, or unless that's a stainless blade, it might be a stainless blade. The problem with that is it gets hot and stays hot. It literally gets hot and stays hot for a very long time. The brass one would get rid of the heat on the quicker side, but it would grow faster than the oval casing. More than it would just grow faster. And if it wasn't clearanced properly, it would rub. How many times have you seen little rub marks where the brass, where it swivels right on the inside edge? You would see little crunchy marks it made because the blade grows faster than the stainless around it. Lund could tune an 80-week Whipple car, and that customer would be happy. Just got here. Can we restart the stream? Tony needs some love. He's fine. Tony's facial expressions. Alex, I have an extra HP Tuners N-Gauge. Can those still be converted to a Lund, or am I SOL? You are SOL. Now, we can tune the HP Tuners N-Gauge as long as it wasn't married to a vehicle. I had a diagram way back when telling you what we can and what we can't tune. If it's an HP Tuners N-Gauge, guys, we can tune it, but it still has to be married to the original vehicle it was tuned with. Lund Racing N-Gauges, they're able to be unlocked close to 3 to 4 times. I can't guarantee that it can be unlocked anything more than that. You cannot use another HP tuner N-Gauge on any other vehicle than the initial one that was married to. But if it's unmarried, yes, you can tune it on any car. And remember, guys, if you have any issues with any N-Gauge, you're fucked. There is no more emotion. The people that make or made the N-Gauge, they're gone. They're out of business. They're gone. They closed their shop. Do I need a revision if I paint my car? Oh my God. Here we go. Trying to be funny. Alex, can I send a manifold for you to give away to someone in the chat? Depends on the manifold. Depends on the manifold. If it's an 18 manifold, probably not, because I can get like 50 of them. You know, Jake buys them all the time. He comes across these manifolds all the time. So if I ever needed manifolds to give away, like, are you guys interested in 18 manifolds? I can get like fucking 50 of them, you know, giveaway. Just use the N-Gauge for data logging. If it doesn't work, then get an RTD for flashing. Yes, look, you can get RTD for flashing. The RTD Plus works with the TDN network. So you can technically flash your car with your phone, data log your car with your phone. It's more work for us. It's a couple of extra steps, but it's available in case you don't have a laptop. And who doesn't fucking have a laptop nowadays? So what would you prefer if you had to choose? Throttle body goes faster than the blade, or the blade either leaks or is stuck? How about both of them are made of the same material and they both grow at a similar rate? Do you guys sell N-Gauge power cables only? Any chance? In need of one? No. We ran out of those things very, very quickly. You might be able to hit up someone like MPT, More Power Tuning, or maybe the other tuners that did carry N-Gauges back in the day. They might still have a supply of cables. This guy is late on the chat. Boostly is like super late on the chat. What's the best throttle body intake combo for 13 GT500 stock Trinity? Honestly, a CJ65 and a PMAS cold air, or if you want to get a JLT 123, you could do that. I don't recommend any JLT products, but if you wanted to get that, because that seems to be the popular combo, but I prefer PMAS. Steeda also makes a cold air intake, and so does JLT. Hey, Alex, I'm an engineering student. How does one apply for a position at Lung Racing? So he's trying to be funny. Actually, believe it or not, Obzy, we are looking for a customer service rep, but that, guys, that is what I do. You have to be in front of the computer, vetting the tune file, taking orders, talking to the customer way more than I'm talking to the customer, basically filtering down. But we're not actively looking for somebody, you know what I mean? Like we could use somebody, but I think we're going to try to do it ourselves and see how that goes, because a lot of the vetting kind of comes down to the tuner anyway. But if you guys want to inquire, hit up support@lundracing.com. If you're located near the Tampa area, somewhere around up there somewhere, and you got to be located there, this is not a remote job unless it's me, because I'm special. Then you can apply. It doesn't hurt to inquire and leave a resume in there. You probably will learn some tuning. Yes, because the customer service reps do send out some NA tunes. Nardi has sent out some NA tunes, and I think Tyler has sent out some NA tunes. 18 manifold is for garage wall decoration. I have a Boss 32 manifold. It could be a giveaway. Yes, Boss manifolds are badass, just the way they look. I got an RTD, but I can use an SCT to data log instead of carrying around my laptop around. Yes, you can. If you have a pre-configured, if you have a configuration file in the SCT that will record the proper data, or I can send you a SCT configuration file if you want to data log with the SCT. I get it. We need flame kits for giveaways. Mas puto. Tony's sandwich bag for the win. I'm not a racer. I just do occasional tests and tunes on highway stuff. If anyone wants to fuck around and find out, I like it. What's the hourly position for that? Really? 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 If you're not anywhere near Tampa, don't even worry about it. If throttle body wasn't a restriction, intake manifold would make more power. 350 or 18 manifold. Always the 350 manifold, but not by a ton, not by like 10. Boom Bye says, are you moving to Stewart? No. I just said that because there's a 260 GT fuel pump in Stewart. I'm like, good. And it's $10 a gallon. So it's cheaper than a C16. But I looked in Stewart, guys. It's expensive. Stewart is, especially west, and there ain't shit there. And unless you buy a plot of land for $500,000 with a house on it, I don't need fucking 5 acres. What the fuck am I going to do with that? If Alex spends less time dealing with fucking morons, it makes 5 p.m. daily streams less spicy. Do you want that though? Do you want less spicy? Department of Booze Coyote Kit VMP Gen 2R. 79mm pulley, 10 psi, blah 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 blah. Boss 2, blah 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 blah. Boss 2. Should I upgrade this setup or start saving for twins? The most power you're gonna make on a Gen 2R on a Boss 302. Fuck, you can make 1,000. But the problem is the Gen 2R is limited to about 850 to 900, and that's like moon boost. I'm saying 20% lower, 69% upper. So if you want to make over 900 easily, twins is the game. Is someone from Lund leaving, or do you guys just need additional support? I would inquire within. No one's leaving in that sense. But if you guys are interested in and live in the Tampa area, let's just say you live in the Tampa area, it never hurts to ask. We're always, potentially looking. Look, the shipping is ramped up. The orders have ramped up. A lot of things have ramped up. So I'm sure that if they wanted to have a batch of resumes just in case, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Dude, I played with you all day. All fucking day. You and I hung out all day, bro. I fed you 3 fucking times already, dude. 3 times. You've pooped 3 times. The fuck do you want? I don't know. He just wants to hang out with dad. Yeah, 5 acres sounds like a racetrack to me. There's 5 acres available in Okeechobee right now. Okeechobee! Fucking 5 acres for $560,000. I'm moving to Port St. Lucie. I'm tired of Palm Beach. I understand it. Boom, bye-bye. The traffic is getting really bad. Everyone's moving here, but I don't want to be that far away from West Palm Beach. You know what I mean? Tony's like my baby. How could that be if someone from, how cool would that be if someone from the chat got a job with Lund? Look at Port St. Lucie, Alex. It's cheap and no more than an hour away. It's an hour away and Port St. Lucie sucks. I'm sorry. I don't like Port St. Lucie. Been there, done that, visited, banged many girls there. It sucks. Are rear O2s necessary for a catless car? Yes. If your tuner is guiding or tuning within the guidelines of the Clean Air Act, the rear O2 should be on. If you take them off, it'll throw a circuit code. And when you go wide open throttle, the short trim fuel trims will flatline. So it's a really good idea to leave them in. I'll only apply if Senior takes me for a plane riding the Grey Goose. He probably will. Tony be like, why are you bugging? Becker wrote, PSL sucks. Port St. Lucie sucks. Port St. Lucie fucking sucks. I don't care that it's cheap. You know where else it's cheap exactly? MLK Boulevard. Barack Obama Way, 45th Street. It's cheap as fuck. It sucks. Bro, I just realized Royal Purple i4. Shut up. Does Lund only tune Coyotes and GT500s, or do they also do mod motors like 2 valves and 3 valves? No, we don't do any 2 valves and 3 valves. That is peasant shit, bro. Sorry, we don't fuck with that shit. Alex, the rear O2s control long-term fuel trims? No, the fronts do. Again, the fuel trims are the wide bands, the front O2s. The short trims are real time. The long trims are over a long average. What do you think about the Holly Sniper manifold tuning standpoint? Like it for the appearance? No, it sucks. I love you. It's trash. I hate it. PSL is great if you have no life, though. Tony looks like a crazy girlfriend that stares at you while you sleep. The hood is cheap. Why would you move away from his soulmate, Jake, and his girlfriend? West Palm Beach is hometown. That's right. Look, I would move to Jupiter. Jake lives in Jupiter. Jake's my boy. He's got power by the hour. I visit him often. We work on cars often. We bro out often. Why would I want to move away from my girl who lives here and Jake, my best friend, who lives, works, all that stuff here? I don't mind living like in Indian Town. I don't mind living but I'm not going to Port St. Lucie. Fuck all that. Tony just wants your love. Dude, all day I played with him. All day. Lunch your hair, be turd. Not only clean the port toilets, but yes, clean and port the toilets remotely. It's not the hood though. Yeah, it's the white hood. Port St. Lucie, dude, is fucking trash. There's Port St. Lucie West. It's okay, but it's generally trash. No, thank you. No, thank you. The hood is cheap is what Alex is saying. So cheap, they give you a Hellcat Trackhawk when you move there. Absolutely. When you move into one of those hoods, congratulations on renting in Barack Obama Way. Here's your car. Vero Beach is dope. Vero Beach is whack too. Isn't that shit going on there? How are things with the girlfriend? Still going good. Water is beautiful in Jupiter. That's what I mean, guys. Look, when you move to Florida, and I know I've said this so many times, you guys are probably tired of me saying this. And I said this to Jake today because he looked at a house in Okeechobee and he's like, that's for you. And I'm like, for me? Fuck all that. Who the fuck emailed me? And if you guys look at the water, look at the water. It is gorgeous. It makes people pause. When I was single, I was bringing girls down here from Orlando, Smyrna Beach, Okeechobee, Sebring. What else? Orlando, Vero. Every time they saw the water at the Jupiter Inlet on a nice sunny day, they just sat there and went like this. It's so fucking pretty here. I'm like, yeah. It's ice blue. It's gorgeous. It's quiet. Not a lot of people cluttering the motherfucker. I love it here. Why would I want to move away from it? Now I got to move. Once you move to the hood, you automatically guaranteed a Hellcat with 30s and underglow. I saw the funniest scene at a racetrack gas station. Some guy had an Audi. Is it a Q5? Q5. Is it an Audi? Yeah, it was a little Audi Q5 with 30s. Dude, with 30s. Let me see. 30-inch wheels. And he was talking to this girl at the gas pump. He was hollering at her from the gas pump. He's like, what's up, girl? What's up? And she, what you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, I'm just finna to come up. Yo, won't you come look at my car real quick? Homeboy's pumping 87 octane in the bitch. And she's like, oh, are those 30s? And he's like, see it, man. You know them 30s. You know how I do. I know how you do, boo. Shit. Say hi to Pookie for me. Bet. Click. $10.05 is what he put in. Yo, man, you got to ride around empty, man. Shit, man. My slab. Shut up. I'm looking forward to visiting the Jupiter Inlet. You'll love it. Pat the one. If you get on a nice day, you will absolutely love it. 4Gs for the win. She started twerking on the car. Alex always has adventures. Never fails. Got to move to Tequesta. Tequesta's good. But again, you're not going to find a house in Tequesta that way you go like this, you don't touch two other houses. That's the problem with the densely populated areas like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Poor, recognize poor. I'm a big fan, man. What's up? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's a bullshit name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'm not going to lie. It's quiet in PSL, but Okeechobee is literally EBT city. So let me go to Zillow and I'll show you the property I looked at. Zillow. Come on, Carlito. It wasn't even turned on. So let's do it together. Let's see if we can fuck up this fucking stream again. Share screen. Chrome tab, Zillow. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do it live. So Okeechobee for sale. Let me see price. It was like 550. Let's do 600,000 because I'm balling like that. And then we're gonna go home type. We're gonna go houses only because we ain't poor. Done. Where is it? It was a massive property. Where is it? Let's do, yeah, let's whittle it down. There you go. No, is it this one? Is it this one? Yeah, this is it. So check this out. This is in Okeechobee. Look at this motherfucker, guys. This is no fucking joke. Okeechobee, right? So look at all this land, whatever. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy, then I paste it over here, and then I'll show you what it looks like from the top. Oh man, that's no. Let me click on this one. Layers, terrain. There we go. So there it is. Look at this fucking property, dude. This property is so fucking dumb. Oh, come on. Really? You're not. You're not going to show me the proper layers now? Come on. Map. Satellite. There we go. Satellite. Look at this property. Share this tab. This is that whole property, bro. This whole motherfucker. This house. So this is probably 5 acres. It looks to be about 5 acres, Southwest 77th Terrace. And then it's this house. And it's $519,000. But it is in Okeechobee, bro. There's not. You want to zoom out? You want to zoom out and see what's going on? Oh my fucking God. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna live in that motherfucker, be an hour? And look, it's like adjacent to Port St. Lucie. So when you talk to me about Port St. Lucie, if you go due west, you end up in this motherfucker. Are you insane? Please stop it. Please stop it. Stop it. Can't go to the mailbox without gators snatching your ankles off in Okeechobee. Laugh my ass off. It makes the house look small. Just by the Space Center from NASA. Eyes peeled by fans when they're in Palm Beach trying to slide with 95. Damn, I can barely get an 1,800 square foot house here in California for that price, and it's a shitty, smaller house. Yes, but this is Okeechobee we're talking about. Neighbors with all the gators. One generation cut of gator sugar. Exactly. Actually, Alex, consider that a blessing because they're stripping down Baytown and surrounding to build the 7-Eleven highways. I'd rather that. Sinkhole all day, insurance $1,000 a month. Catch Alex running around in circles at the yard, nothing to do. Forget a house, buy a yacht. That's what I'm saying, SVT Performance. But a yacht's $1 million. Alex, you can marry your cousin in that area. I can afford over $350K. So can I. I can afford probably $500,000. But guess what? I don't want to maintain that much property. That property is a big waste to me. And if I want to be anywhere near nice areas, pretty cars, pretty people, nice restaurants, I got to drive an hour south. If I live in Port St. Lucie, Cheddar's is the best place to eat there. It's either Cheddar's, Longhorn Steakhouse, or Wawa. Fuck Port St. Lucie, bro. Fuck Port St. Lucie. We're here for the good time, not a long time, fam. My parents got 12 acres for $80,000 in North Carolina. That's crazy and expensive as fuck. Just sell the grass. He says you can't afford $350. Yes, come on. You can afford $350. My rent's over $2,000 here. So imagine what that is in a mortgage, and if I had to put $100,000 down. Oh, here he is. Come on, buddy. Come on. I know. This motherfucker wants attention. You'll get it. Because you're my guy. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. He's not lying, says Boom Bye Bye. Don't be dissing Wawa. I mean, Boom Bye Bye. If you want to buy good food in Port St. Lucie, where do you go? You go to Wawa, Longhorn Steakhouse, or Cheddar's. It's trash up there, bro. 11-second clip says, for the laughs, you're killing me. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know what the hell I said, and I don't know how long ago did you send that, but there you go. That house got a shitter outside. It looks really good. If you look at the photos, that house is legit. It's just me and Jake looked at it. It's 20-something hundred square feet, 5 acres, $519,000 in Okeechobee. I could build a racetrack outside, like 8th Mile. It's dumb. Tony's like a big cat. Hi, Tony. I got the free Tony shirt. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got the free Tony shirt that he's covering up. Look, I got the free Tony shirt. Oh, let me cover this guy up because this guy is in the way. Oh, he's freaking out. See, I got free Tony shirt. I know. Well, you get up, you motherfucker. That's what happens. Wawa is not as good as Sheets. Tony heard you talking of all that land. As a former Ocala resident, do not move to Ocala. Like, unless you own a horse farm that has 30 fucking stalls that you're fucking charging to Ocala's trash. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, and I've said that a million times on the chat. I love you guys. South Florida is where it's at in Florida. There are very beautiful places. St. Pete, St. Augustine is beautiful. Sarasota, Bonita Springs. Nothing compares to South Florida. Nothing. It just doesn't. Buy a single property and park a bunch of prime Corvettes on it. That's never been done. Oh, wait. Okeechobee's where it's at. It says park. That's $550. Got a few houses in Cali rented out. That's what helps pay the race car stuff. Looks like Mosquito Central. Exactly. Like in there, that's one thing about West Palm Beach, guys. There's not a lot of mosquitoes here. You can pretty much hang out outside. You're not going to really have an issue. Free Tony shirt equals Tony flashing us his balls pass the sandwich bags. Pat the One says housing prices are going to continue to rise with 1,000 people permanently moving to Florida a day. Will be a California housing prices by the summer. Yeah, I've kind of relegated myself to knowing that I will not buy a house near West Palm Beach unless I can afford $600,000 to $700,000. That's kind of where I'm at, because nobody is putting their house up for sale that's decent and somewhat turnkey in a little land, unless this is going to be South Florida specifically is going to be like California. It is so desirable to move here because of the governor, the laws they're passing, the weather. It's very difficult to beat Florida for those reasons. California is beautiful, but the politics are super fucked up. I'm living in Maryland. Retirement plan is West Palm Beach. Get out here fast because it's going to fill up. Damn, this motherfucker's huge. The 150 shot is the shit. Wawa is still better than trash Whataburger. There are so many awkward ass towns in Florida that no one's ever heard of. Let's not get into North Florida, Georgia border, Panhandle. The Panhandle is absolute trash. It's Georgia. And Alex needs to wrap Tony on his Gen 3. It's not windy over there. It's not windy over there, Alex. No. There's a steady breeze because we're right by the water. There's a steady breeze. It's beautiful. Alex, win the lottery, I'll give you $1 million to buy a house. Hey, if I win the lottery, I'll give. If I win like $200 million after taxes, I'll legit give away $5 million of it on this chat. I guarantee. I would love to do that. Imagine if I won $200 million on the lottery because I didn't earn that money, so I'm going to give some of it away. My family's fucked. They're not getting shit. I would absolutely give at least $5 million away on the chat. 100,000 here, 50,000 there, blah, 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 for sure. Just too damn hot. I couldn't do it. You haven't been here. Dude, it is 6 to 8 months of 75 to 80 degrees. That's too hot. 6 to 8 months of 75 to 80 something degrees. And then 3 to 4 months of pretty hot and muggy tropical weather. You couldn't, but you probably live somewhere cold as fuck where between November and March, it doesn't get above 40 degrees. Fuck that. Like, fuck that. Dibs on a percentage of 5 mil. Yes, Texas is full. I'm in Maryland. I'm thinking of moving to Florida too. I work remote, so I could. There you go. Tony heard that and gave you the side eye. 95 today, not here. It wasn't where? It wasn't 95 in Florida. It was gorgeous. Let me see Florida weather. Florida weather. Yeah, look at. Oh, come on, stop it. Guys, you want to see the extent. Now it's become the weather channel. You want to see the extended? Bro, you stink. You want to see the extended forecast? Oh, he literally farted in my face. This son of a bitch. Yeah, look at this terrible hot weather in Florida. 83, 86, a little rain, 88, 83, 82, 77, 79, 80. Oh my God, Florida is so fucking hot. Love Florida, everything nice and moist. Tony's he literally farted. I'm like, dude, what is happening? He doesn't give a fuck. I'll let him be because he's been a real good pup today. He's been super, super good. He's been really good for like the last 2 or 3 months. Just once he kind of got to the age of like 9 months and up, he just sort of been turnkey, super house trained, super docile, plays hard outside, sleeps most of the day. It's pretty awesome. Alex going to be wearing glasses tomorrow, pink. Yeah, he literally I was like, dude, your ass stinks, bro. Almost 90 in Tampa. Again, South Florida has a steady breeze, and it doesn't get really much above 82 to 85 for like 8 months. Tampa, Orlando, the Panhandle, that shit gets hot up there. Nasty hot. Fuck it up there. Yo, but when summer hits and you want to do something outside, what do you do when winter hits and you want to do something outside? What do you do? What do you do when winter hits and you want to do something outside? Huh? Tony is running the show. Alex needs to bottle those farts and call them Tony's B-turds in a bottle. He said his dog was turnkey. Yeah, he's literally turnkey, meaning I don't got to do shit. He lets me know when he wants to go out. He eats. He lets me know when he wants to eat. He plays a little bit and sleeps most of the day. He's literally turnkey. Alex, you've been generous with your time. Have a good night. Pat the One, anytime. It's an hour and a half show on talking shit. I appreciate you. If you get down here, Pat the One, let me know when you're around, and I'll meet up with you, say hi to the family, then leave you alone. Florida has a neighborhood that houses some percentage of the country's wealth. Those who live by there, that explains what state you should live in Florida. Exactly. Or what state you should live in Florida. I don't know what he means because Florida is a state. West Texas was 98 with a dirt storm blowing at 40-mile-an-hour winds. Shit, we got around 103 last week in the valley. And Florida doesn't get above 82 to 85 at most during all of the winter months. And 3 months, it gets to 90, 91, but really muggy. That's it. I love it here. I'm a Floridian. What's this winter you speak of? Exactly. We cancel outside along with seeing the sun. Right. If you live in Massachusetts or anywhere north of Maryland, you leave to work and it's dark. You get out of work at 4:00 and it's dark and it is freezing. I can go to the pool year round here. I can go to the beach year round here. I don't know why you guys are waiting to get the fuck over here. I know, Tony. You got to move. You're in. I can't read the fucking chat, dude. Yeah, Florida is as hot. It's actually terrible, to be honest. People don't understand South Florida versus Florida. It's like comparing California by the beach to hot ass Palm Springs. I agree. Max octane for stock S550. Buddy is putting 100 in his GT. He could put 100. He could put 100 octane in his GT. That's fine. It'll just see more timing. This motherfucker's right up on the chat. It snowed here in where? Saskatchewan today. Floridians look forward to the hurricanes. Yes, they have a thing called hurricane parties here. Tony's brindle. Yes, he is brindle. You didn't notice he's brindle? I thought you guys knew he was brindle. Tony knows what the chat wants. And the thing is, this screen is touchscreen. So if he puts his nose up against it, it might boot you guys off. I'm working in Michigan currently for an outage. It's miserable out here. Why would anyone want to live here and not live in Florida? Could you imagine living in Michigan, period? Like, who chooses to live in Michigan, especially like Detroit? Shit-ass Detroit. And they rep Detroit. Oh, shut up. This is whack, nasty up there. Fuck all that. All right, I'm going to get out of here. It's just basically Tony's ass in my face, and we're talking about Florida. So today we talked about vetting parts. A lot of people that we fix or help them fix the parts usually try to blame the tune first. We've done that twice this week or 3 times this week where we have fixed or have notified of a manufacturer that it is not the tune that is causing the issue. It is the parts they're making, and they'll fight you to the death and try to prove that point. But we've proven it over and over by having someone do some testing for us, and it ended up vetting that or letting everyone know that the tune wasn't the issue. We also talked about the Mustang potentially going mostly automatic, because in the time that I've been tuning, most of the cars that I've been tuning have been automatic, and there's been rumblings that Ford might ditch the manual, but don't quote me on that. But I heard rumblings, especially in Australia, that they might ditch the automatic. And then we talked about multi-layered tunes. If you had the ability to get it, like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you? Like Cobb Access, like there's his balls, guys. So check them out. Like Cobb Access Port would do, or something like that. Would you prefer something like that over a standalone? Which the biggest feature of the standalone is probably switching tunes on the fly. I wonder if that's a sellable product, but I don't think anyone's going to come out with anything like that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Tony is showing you his ass, so I got to get out of here and get after it. Might get a massage from the little lady, so might as well get that started on the early side. See you guys Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I take Wednesdays off, and I might do a dating channel tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so we can talk some dating stuff. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thank you for joining me for another Talking Shit. See you guys Thursday. Bye-bye.